Hey, my name is Sean. Welcome to Echoes in Eternity Bourbon. If you just had a rough week,
What's up?
so I tell you what, all of us have those weeks that are just tough weeks. My dad, this past Sunday, and this will be coming out, it's been a week since I put out a video, it seems like, but, he had to go into the hospital. He's been dealing with some things and he's been in the hospital all week. So I've been running back and forth between work and the hospital and taking care of things there and taking care of business around here. So, I just haven't had any opportunity this past week to do some things. But I'll tell you what, you guys are amazing. So many of you just reach out, just pulse check on me, and I love that. That you guys care about me enough, and I hope I do the same for you from time to time, just to check on you, see how you're doing, and I truly appreciate it. I had someone that reached out to me just today, and was like, "Hey, hadn't heard from you all week, and hadn't seen anything. Are you doing okay?" And I explained, hey, my dad's been in the hospital, been doing a bunch of stuff there and stuff, and then he proceeded to tell me, what was going on with him, and I just like, man, as bad as I think I've got some stuff going on, there's always people that have more going on in their lives, and I just said I got to lift him and his wife up in prayer, and get and look after him the same way that he's been looking after me. So, check on your people out there, do a pulse check, and I don't, like I said, this isn't something I consider just crazy stuff on my end. It's just, my dad's getting older and he's got some problems, and we're trying to work through it. And so we'll get that figured out. But check on some other people. There's a lot of people that have a lot worse problems than you have in this world right now, and sometimes they just need a good positive word. So put that out there for them. One thing I did get to do this weekend is they had a bourbon drop in Alabama. Very excited about that. Got to hang out with some great friends. Got to hang out with my buddy Dan. He's famous for a brisket on Bruzel's channel from last December drop. Got to hang out with Bill, another buddy. We got to hang out with some other people. Nate was out there. Brad was out there. Got to meet a new young guy out there. Have some pours and just talk for a little bit and hang out for a bit. And then later on that morning, Bruzel, TJ showed up and he hung out with a lot of people for some hours, and we just got to talk about things. And man, you talk about some exciting things coming up for Bruzel. I'm excited. He's got a lot of things locally and then nationally that he's working on, but that's his business, and I'll let him put that out there. But I'm just excited for him. He's always been nothing but genuine and fun to me and nice to me and all the people out there. So I'm glad to see him doing well. Looking forward to an event that he's going to be having in locally in the area on October 12th. So I'm planning to go there and be a part of that and spend some time over there with that. So that is going to be a lot of fun, and absolutely looking forward to that. Man, like I said, we got to do some bourbon hunting, or well, we got to some bourbon drops. So let me share some of the two bottles that I got from the bourbon drop, because for me they're hard to find. These are hard to find bottles, and they had some great bottles. Well, I won't say great, but very good bottles, where some people got some neat things out there. One of them, I said I'm going to go for these other two bottles, but I didn't find out till later. They had a Russell store pick there, and it turned out to be a Camp Nelson F1. And of course, you don't know that, and the bottles are back there, and you don't get to see them and stuff like that. So a couple of my buddies got them, and Dan was like texting me on the way back. He's like, "I got a Camp Nelson F." I'm like, "Dude, that is awesome," and I am very excited for him. But let me share the two bottles that I got, and then we'll go over this week's winners and what I'm giving away next week. So looking forward to that. So the first bottle here, these are just really hard to find in my area, and they may be the same for you. And this is this Old Forester 100 proofer single barrel. It's an ABC Select. They tend to do a very good job. So I'm excited about this. These are always bottles that I am glad to have around here. They're just great drinkers. They've got, at 100 proof, they've got exceptional flavors, and I just really enjoy them. And I was sixth on the list, and I got there, I don't know, like 10:30, 11 o'clock Friday night. Went and saw my dad in the hospital. I would come home and eat and hung out with the wife, started fantasy football draft, getting ready for football season. But then I said, let me go out there and hang out because I knew my buddy Dan was going to be out there and a couple of the local guys out there. So I said, let's go hang out. But I knew that if I was at least sixth on the list, I would have this opportunity because they had 6 bottles available. They posted that. I'll put that towards the end of the video and you can see what they had there. But they had 6 of these, so I was excited about that. I always enjoy, these Old Forester 100 proofers. The next one on the list, and I knew I was going to get one because I was at least number 6, unless they dropped one, which happens, is this Old Forester Barrel Strength Rye. These green labels have been just so hard to find. And I'll tell you, this is a new one for me. This is coming in at 128.6 proof. It's from Warehouse H, but it's from floor 7. I've never had anything, above a 6. So this is a floor 7 one. So I'm like, okay, this is super cool. So very excited about that. Can't wait to get into these. Like I said, Old Forester and the Jack Daniel's stuff have just been such good pours lately. And I'm going to be reviewing a Jack Daniel's pour later this week that was done by our local group, East Alabama, West Georgia. I wasn't a part of this, but I've heard some very nice things about it. I can't wait to crack mine. But with everything that's been going on, with my dad, I'm like, I can't really do a lot of videos and try to rush back and forth to places. So I have to be respectful and understand that if I'm going to drink, I got to make sure that I'm not doing anything that's going to put anybody else in jeopardy, So I always have to be cognizant of that. And I'm sure that you guys are cognizant of that as well. So I had a blast getting these two, excited about that. And actually, these two are going to be the pours that are going to be available for next week's winners. So very simply, in the comments, put Old Forester. I don't know what it is, but I've been wanting to give away 2 pours like last week, and I'm going to do it again this week. So if you're a Patreon, that $5 to $15 range, I'm going to have that opportunity to pull you for that. Also, if you put Old Forester in the comments, you have that opportunity. Must be 21, continental U.S., a member of the channel, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment Old Forester in the video. So you have an opportunity to get a 2-ounce pour of each, the Barrel Strength Rye and the 100 proof bourbon. So you'll get to see what Alabama's got to offer on some of those. So excited about that. Excited about football season. Just ready for the fall. And it has been so nice to have some cool days out lately. Absolutely loving that. Look, we had 2 winners this week. And as you can tell, Smoke Eye Hill's been pretty popular. And I'm going to do a review on this Maker's Mark. Man, this is the heart release. Got a review of this coming up this week. But there are going to be 2 2-ounce pours of each of these going to the winners for this week. From the comments, first winner, Tim Dorn. Tim, congratulations. Reach out to me, echoesineternitybourbon@gmail.com, so I can get a 2-ounce of each of these in your box, so you can get it headed your way. It'd be great to have for you to have before Labor Day. Have a couple nice Labor Day pours. Looking forward to that. Patreon winner. Man, awesome dude. For Patreon, I tell you what, you Patreons, you make me happy a lot of times. You guys are such great people, always checking in on me just as a person, and I appreciate that. Winner this time from the Patreons, Jeremy Ledford. Jeremy, congratulations. You'll get a 2-ounce pour of the Smoke Eye Hill and a 2-ounce pour of this Maker's, the Heart Release. Excited about that. Plus, I'll be doing a review on the Heart Release. The release for Smoke Eye Hill is coming out Monday. This will be coming out later in the week as well, so you can get my thoughts on both of these. So congratulations, Tim Dorn, Jeremy Ledford. Don't forget, I'm going to do another double 2-ouncer this upcoming Sunday, just because I think it's kind of cool. I like the parody. Is I got 2 bottles in the state of Alabama. You can grab 2 bottles that they're doing at the drop. They have to be different. You can't get 2 of the same thing. I thought, you know what, that'd be great pours for some people to have. So absolutely looking forward to that. Talking about this Smoke Eye Hill, man, I really got into this. I really enjoy the Smoke Eye Hill. I know that there's been some heavy duty comments out there that this is the George T. Stagg killer and this, that, and that. It's got very good proof, got some very good flavors. You'll check out the review and you'll get my thoughts on it. But I shared this with a bunch of people this weekend because I want them to try it too. And I think that's the fun part. This was something from Mark Gale. I sent him a few things, but he absolutely overdid it by sending this to me. But he also said, "I know that you're going to let other people try it," and absolutely living up to that. I got two people that are going to get this that I believe never had it before. I sampled a bunch of this out. We had Bruzel there on Saturday, and he tried some of this Saturday. He hadn't had any yet, so he got to try it Saturday. There'll be a picture of me and Bruzel at the end, but I sent that to Mark Gale first and said, Mark, you gave this bottle to the channel. One of the people that got to try this, and I gave this out to like 6 or 7 people there, was Bruzel. Bruzel got to try it for the first time due to your generosity, and I absolutely appreciate it. Jesus and Mark were the ones that donated these to the channel. I'm so very thankful for that because you guys can find stuff that I can't sometimes. And that's the neat part about the tribe is sometimes I'll find some cool stuff and sometimes you guys will find some cool stuff, but then we get to let other people try it out too. Best part about that. So have a blast with that. So man, like I said, reviews coming out this week, Smoke Eye Hill tomorrow. We're going to do I guess I'm talking about me, myself, and I. We'll be doing a review here on this, the Heart, this Maker's Mark the Heart, plus a Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof Single Barrel that was selected by the local group here. I'll be doing a review on that. So looking forward to some things this weekend and this upcoming week. But most importantly, y'all, it's Sunday. I'm hoping that you're not having to work today. But I know that there's a lot of you that are. And I'll tell you what, I can't thank the doctors and nurses and medical staff enough, not only for the way that they've helped my father and been there for me this past week, but the way that you guys do it day in and day out. You're taking care of people. You're looking after people when they're in their most vulnerable states. And there's a lot of you out there working today. And I'm hoping that your work day goes by fast. And I hope you're successful and bring that great energy to everyone. The same energy that you've given myself and my father this week. And my dad is not a good patient. I'll let you know that up front. But you guys have been nothing but good to him. And I truly, truly appreciate it. And Sunday, if you happen to have that off time like I got today, even though I've been busy, I've been able to let it slow down a little bit. Had a nice breakfast with the family. Going to relax a little bit with the family. Go visit my dad later on this evening. But just relax and have a good time and just kind of get re-energized for the work week. It's going to be, busy work week, but that's okay. Labor Day weekend's coming up. Get a little time off there. Hopefully you guys have that as well. So you can just enjoy those moments. And like I said, I just hope that dials it down a little bit so you can just really breathe and take in and build memories. But most importantly, it's Sunday. Cheers and God bless. I hope you all have an amazing day. Thank you.